Our government is so bad. The corruption in this country, they're no longer even hiding it.
Yeah, I think that would be the most shocking thing being back in South Africa. So corruption in Canada is very sneaky.
I wish there was a rule that says if you're in parliament, none of your children, none of your family members, not even you, can get help out of this country. You're not allowed. It's forbidden. If you're sick, go to a South African government hospital. You're not even supposed to go to a private. You understand? If you are this, because you're supposed to be a servant.
Okay, so as you know, I moved back to South Africa. Now, give me some advice. I'm struggling here.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I'm struggling here. I have had so much money stolen.
Oh girl, trust nobody.
Welcome to our very first episode. This one, our topic is From Dropout to CEO, Building a Digital Empire on Her Own Terms. Welcome to Zap Talks, the podcast brought to you by Zap Hub, where we spark conversation that truly matters. I'm your host, Bronwyn Rodriguez, the founder and CEO of Zap Hub. And in this space, we connect with extraordinary individuals who are shaping our nation through resilience, education, innovation, and purpose. Today, we are absolutely excited to welcome Owamie.
Yay!
She is a multi-award-winning entertainment blogger, a YouTube sensation with a combined family of 450,000 subscribers. Absolutely insane. And one of the very few content creators in South Africa to have 2 YouTube plaques proudly on her wall. She dropped out of nursing school, started a YouTube channel in 2017, and today is the CEO of Unpack Studios, a hub for podcasters and creators. Please give a warm welcome to Owamie.
Hi!
Thank you so much for joining us. Wow. When you sent me your bio, I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize you were that impressive. I mean, I knew you were, but like, wow.
I don't know. I think it's always like, okay, I won't say weird. It's like when someone says it, it's like, oh, okay.
I did good.
Yeah, but
Yeah, good
but
job.
then every day, it's like,
Yeah, that's who I am. You know, it definitely doesn't register. No,
Yeah.
It's so cool. I was so impressed. I mean, I've been following you on TikTok.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not into YouTube. We're into YouTube now. But
Mhm.
yeah, I had no clue. I was like, she's impressive, and now I'm even more impressed. So I'm very, very excited to have you here, and we're gonna definitely get some tips and tricks from you because apparently you're the world of YouTube. So, but the first thing we're gonna discuss is obviously podcasting and content creation. So my very first question to you is, what led you into the world of YouTube? And was there a plan, a dream, a goal, or was it just boredom?
Oh my gosh. So okay. First of all, I didn't know anything about YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't good with the internet. I grew up in the village, right? I did go to varsity. Obviously, that's why I dropped out.
So did you?
I did go to Medusa, and we had Wi-Fi, obviously, but I just never really used it for anything out of just going to Google and Googling like whatever it is that I had to for schoolwork, and that was that. So I remember in 2016, that was a very tough year, you know. Financially, like things were just not going well. I was struggling with depression, and I dropped out already at that time. And now, you know, because of money wasn't, you know, coming
did
in
you
like
not
that.
like nursing? Like, why exactly did you drop out?
Honestly, I don't know. Okay, so the thing with nursing was that even for me to go in there in the first place, it wasn't out of love.
Yeah.
It was like a vehicle that I was
I need
supposed
a
to
job.
go do nursing and then go do medicine.
Yeah.
Like, because when I went to varsity first, I was doing BSc.
Okay.
So, you know, it was basically like my mom's plan. Like, she had everything planned out. We were very close, like best friends.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, apply MBCHB, BDS, and nursing, because those at least are medical.
Yeah.
So I applied. They took me with nursing, and so it's like, okay, it's a foot in.
Yeah.
You know, when you do your medicine, you're gonna be, credited this and that.
Yeah, exactly.
And so moved from BSc to nursing. We had a plan, everything was fine, and then my mother decides to pass away. Like, I'm just like, girl, really? I thought we had a plan. I thought everything was supposed to go well, you know?
Sorry.
And I really struggled.
Yeah.
I just felt, why am I even doing anything at this point? I was like, when I got diagnosed, they diagnosed me with severe depression. Like, it wasn't just depression, you know, I was not functional. Days would pass by and I can't even, you know, like I'd be in bed. It was like the worst time of my life. I didn't want to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
I actually wanted to commit, you know, but I was like my sister, so now I'm like, you know what, let me just take all of us, you know. And then that was when one of my sisters, like, I found out that she was pregnant. At that time, I already had a plan. I went to the banks, mixed all the loans. So I'm like, let's chow this money before we all go.
Exactly.
And nobody actually even knew that this was my plan. And I think that's something that I really feel like especially in the Black community, mental health is something that we don't care about, you know. Because I would have really executed. I think the only thing that stopped me was now finding out that my sister was pregnant, and I was like, because I'm a Christian, you know, so I made all the excuses, like they are sinners. They're not pure. So I can take them with and that's fine. But when an innocent soul was now introduced into the dynamic, which is my nephew, my son. That changed everything, you know. So I just decided, you know what, I don't think I can do it now, you know. And it really was.
This is going to show that everything happens for a reason.
I swear.
Like, I don't know about you, but I look back at my life and all the terrible things that I went through and thought, oh, if that didn't happen, it wouldn't be here. I really hate that it happened, but it had to happen. It's just so infuriating. Like, my mother had to pass away so that this whole life could.
I would probably be maybe a doctor right now and hating it. I hate, not that I hate, I just don't, I hate seeing.
Now seeing your life, it's not,
You understand? Like, I just don't like seeing people suffering, you know, because I'm an empath. So that would affect me so much. Like, I couldn't separate work from my personal life. So it was really like, you know, and I'm glad that I'm where I am today. Like, that I'm doing what I'm doing. Because, like,
love what you do. We just said it's not a work, it's a passion.
So back to the answer, because I know that I
don't worry, I do that all the time.
But so at this time, we really were struggling financially, you know. Couldn't pay rent. The owner of the house. Oh, she had such an attitude, that girl. She came in the middle of the night and removed the doors with men. Went to the pole and switched off the electricity and left. So now we had to go to the bathroom, remove a bathroom to fit it on the door. And then I actually did get her arrested, so fuck that.
Oh, pirate.
It's illegal.
Pirate.
You can't do that. You know, and I think even though it wasn't like, okay, just a matter of, we were struggling financially, I'm not even going to lie, but she also was doing a lot, you know. She would have terms and conditions that she wouldn't meet, but she expected
and
us to
also jack up the rent, there's lots of things.
So when all that happened, I don't know, her dad had to fly from Cape Town, who was really came after she got arrested and she was out on bail, to come beg me to go and basically just stop the case, you know. And I was like, you know what, I'm fine. She had a baby that was still breastfeeding. And I was like, it's okay. Like, you know, you've got a baby. But at that time, we couldn't continue staying there. So I remember, went on the internet, looked for different places. The place that we were staying at, I think it was 3,850. And then I got a cottage that was 3,000 rents. So I was like, okay, that's better. You know, and it includes electricity. Whereas where we were, it was excluding electricity. It was a big cottage. We went there, it was this white couple, and they were like, you know, we'll even give you free Wi-Fi. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that's fine. Honestly, get there. I think my second night, now I've got the internet. I don't have school work. So now I can just go to Google and then I go to YouTube and I'm watching videos, and I remember seeing the first person that I can remember, this lady by the name of Pink Mill. I love her so much. She's so beautiful. I couldn't understand. She had makeup on. Mind you, again, as I'm saying, I'm village. So this is is she a celebrity? celebrity? Because for you to have makeup and look this body, you must be a celebrity. But she's not a celebrity, she's a YouTuber. Like, what's a YouTuber?
Yeah.
You know? And so that's how I was introduced to the world of YouTube, wherein now I was like, oh my gosh, like I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to do this. I didn't have a phone to
Do you remember your very first episode?
Oh yes, 1000%. So what happened was I was using an old BlackBerry, so I had to choose because we had deposited 3,000 where we moved into, so I could actually like move from there and go to a cheaper place, which is like in Soweto, and then get the 3,000 rand deposit back and go buy a phone with it. So I had seen a Samsung, I think it was a J3 or J2, and it was exactly 3,000 rand. So I did that. Moved from Rodiport, because we were in Rodiport, moved to Soweto, got the phone, and I remember my first episode, I'll never forget or delete that video. The quality was horrible because I had to convert it all the way to the lowest because now I don't have money for data and I didn't have the free Wi-Fi, I had the phone.
Yeah.
And the other thing again was that because of the room we stayed in wasn't nice, I had to go and buy something that we call almost like a tapita, but the back actually was sort of like Swedish because I didn't want any reflection. I didn't have a light, I had to do a tin and bore holes inside and put a light bulb and then cover with a baking sheet and then put it on something. It didn't even have a stand. I think I put it somewhere and it was just on my face like this, exposed everything. And my sisters, one was holding the side there, another was holding the side there. People only saw me, but I had two people standing there because they couldn't stick to the wall. You know? So that was
hopefully that wasn't the 4-hour episode where you had to make it stand there.
And mind you, your first episode, right? Number one, you wanted to be perfect.
Yeah.
And I started in the era where girlies already had cameras, they had lights. You do kind of feel inadequate, you know? It's like, do I even deserve to be on this platform? With others having all these nice things with nice backgrounds. I don't have any of that, you know, but I really pushed and I'm so glad that that first episode happened. I still laugh at my sisters today. So my sister that comes after me, she didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
My youngest sister, she was like, why do we have to stand here? So now I'm like, girl, do you see the money you're towing?
Exactly.
Yes, later, you know.
You're welcome. You're welcome to make me stand there.
Yeah.
So basically organic. And when you started, did you have a direction of where you wanted to go, or it was just like, let's see where this takes me?
I started as a makeup blogger. Like basically just doing makeup, and I was horrible at it. And I didn't have money to buy.
You got much better.
It was years of practice. But then, oh my gosh, I didn't know what I was doing. It was just crazy, right? And I remember I would always have like 30 views, 33 views, and to me that was so much.
Yeah.
There was this friend of mine that we met in Medunsa. Her name is Auna. I do have to shout her out. She was always in the comment section of every single video
so sweet.
that I posted. And mind at that time, she's a doctor. Remember, I dropped out.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, no, keep going, girl.
Yeah.
If I go share on Facebook, she's there commenting, you know. And I think I don't shout her out enough, you know, because she's the one person that I knew that no matter what, when I'm posting, I'm always gonna watch my video.
Yeah.
So I continued doing that until now, you know, lost the job, my ex, and now we couldn't afford to pay rent.
Yeah.
So we had to relocate to his hometown, which is in Free State. And when we got there, that week I couldn't post because we were traveling up and down, and I don't have a background now. I don't have my own personal space. I was staying with his aunt and all this. So I'm like, no, let me just do a voiceover and let me just put a picture. And I remember I spoke of Scorepat. That video got 800 views. From 30 views, 33 to 60 views, and it goes to 800. I'm like, you people like this? Okay, the next one I spoke about someone, and then on the 3rd of August, I made a video that went viral. It got 100,000 views. And mind you, when I started, it was the era where YouTube was paying you from the day you open your channel.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? 100,000 views. I moved from 150 subscribers, I just celebrated with 257 subscribers. I moved to 3,000 something. I'm like, damn, I'm famous. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, everything was just happening. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? And I remember, because I didn't have data, I went to my ex and I was like, listen, if you get me 2 gigs, I'll make it worth our one. You know, And it was really, I think when I think about it now, it was so sad of the fact that we didn't even have 200 rands.
Yeah.
Like between the two of us.
Yeah.
That's how tough things were. So I remember because he did IT, he went to this other guy in town that actually fixes computers and everything and said, if you give me $200 today, I'll work for you for a whole week.
Wow.
And he said, yeah, gave him 200 rands. He went, he bought me 2 gigs. I remember, I think it was Telcom. And he came and said, here's the gigs. And I went to town. I think I posted probably 5-10 videos a day.
Yeah.
And that 200 rands, the following month, which was September, made me 23,000 rands. That was my first pay on YouTube.
Wow.
You understand? So
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing that you said, like that, you know, when you look back, it does seem like everything bad that happened, it happened for a greater good.
Has to. Yeah.
Because if he never lost his job, I wouldn't have had
That's
that
now
kind
we
of,
gotta
let me
get
just
this
try
going.
something else because I
Yeah.
don't have the space,
Yeah.
you know. And ever since then, you know, just been building.
Yeah, well, and I say that all the time. You know, when I made the video about me having all these people steal money from me and it went viral, everyone's like, "Oh, I thought I had a bad life," and look at your life. You know, you can never look at it that way.
Yeah.
You know, or else the depression does sink in there. I mean, you know, all I do is I get up every day going, it's a new day. Let's tackle this and see what other garbage is going to happen today. I get excited now waking up to see what might happen. You know, I always think it's going to be an amazing day, and I'm like, okay, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because you just have to. Especially with my life, and I always say this to people: look back at the bad. There is always something good that comes, and it might take time, it might take a day, 2 days, a year, 3 years, something is always going to come from it, because it absolutely forces you into that it's now or never.
Yeah.
And that drive, right? And a lot of people, you know, there was a saying once, and it says 25% of people give up when it's really hard. Actually, 75% of people give up when it's really hard. The other 10% give up when it's really, really hard. Then the rest give up when it's really, really, really hard. And there's 1% that never gives up. And those are the people we're seeing, like Elon Musk, like you, like everyone, Mr. Beast. I mean, if you look at how these people start, no matter what the world threw at them, they just said, all right, let's flip, let's change, let's rotate. So for someone in their bedroom right now that's watching this podcast and says, I want to be a YouTuber, what 3 things are non-negotiable?
Audio.
Audio.
Audio is non-negotiable. I know a lot of people think a visual is more important than audio, and it actually is not.
Okay.
Your video can be clear, crispy clear, and with terrible audio, people are gonna skip.
Yep.
But they will give you grace if you've got good audio. You know, so I think you can invest in audio, and I mean, you know, I know that there's levels to these things, and I can give advice of something that even for me would not be possible back then, you know, not having anything.
Yeah.
But don't go to China Mall and buy those. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. And you know what's funny? I had one of those China Mall ones because I was like, I just need audio. And that thing died within a week. And then I went to go get another one and it died in a month. I'm like, nope, okay, we're actually wasting money doing it this way. So just invest in audio.
And even if it works, like any laugh is like, and it's bad audio, majority of them. I don't know which good you would get. I know that now, you know, we do have like high-end brands that are now accommodating, like, you know, content creators in terms of
budgets.
You don't have to just budget friendly.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can shout this out.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So you can actually like get yourself like a DJI Mini.
DJI Mini, okay.
That system, I think it goes for 3,000 something, but I got it for Black Friday and it was 1,999.
Oh wow, okay.
And it is great.
And where did they get that on?
You can get it anywhere. Really, DJI is everywhere. You can get it for iStore. You can get it all these stores like that. Tech.
Okay.
Yeah, they sell DJI. And then also it's compatible with your phone, it's compatible with your camera, so it really is good, you know. So if you're just starting, I would say put all your money into that.
Audio. Number 1.
That's number 1. Number 2, authenticity. Oh, I said this word without stuttering. You know, I always struggle. Authenticity, you gotta be yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be yourself. I don't know, when I started, majority of the YouTubers that were female they were like this poise. They sit like this. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. You can't move funny. You can't just be laughing.
You, exactly.
You understand?
Absolutely.
And when I came in, because I started like in 2017. That's like a long time.
Just don't age yourself. It's not. It was yesterday.
Oh my god! Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yesterday, when I started YouTube. Yeah.
So a lot of people actually came for me, like in terms of, oh, your accent, because I wasn't faking my accent. You're too rude, like those stuff, like why are you laughing? Why are you this and that? And I do remember at one point, like the pressure did get to me, where I was like, should I also like try speak like these other ladies? And I remember I tried. I tried some accent. I don't know what the hell was going on there. And I posted it, right, and somebody commented and said, oh my gosh, I love your American accent. I deleted that thing. I was like, actually, no, it's like, I'm gonna just be myself,
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's so easy for me. The Owamie you see on the internet is the Owamie you will meet in real life.
Yeah.
Like, we are one and the same person.
Yeah.
So I don't have to feel like I'm going to work because it's me.
It's exactly it. Yeah.
I don't need to switch characters. So you have to be authentic, because whoever you present yourself first and have people laugh, that's who you gotta be forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, we've seen content creators who's having a bad day and people are like, what's going on with this content? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, and then if they meet you in real life, they're like, oh, that's not the
The
person.
same person.
I've met a bunch of celebrities, and when I meet them in real life, I'm like, oh, I'm disappointed. What happened? You were supposed to be here, and now you're here.
Authenticity, consistency.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta be consistent. You gotta work on YouTube. YouTube is the most difficult platform.
That's why I'm so impressed, because it literally is the hardest platform to get
It's
in.
the hardest,
Yeah.
especially like in South Africa. Because
Yeah.
remember, we're not as many,
Yeah.
right? And many people don't even understand about it.
Yeah.
So you can have a lot of views, they just won't subscribe.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be discouraging. Sorry, but I think you just gotta push, so you don't need to get tired. I always laugh because I'm like, if you start with TikTok, you are gonna struggle with YouTube, because it's so easy to get followers on TikTok. I don't strategize anything. I talk so much rubbish there. I am just somebody and I hit 300,000 followers.
Yeah.
I've been on YouTube for years. I'm at 270 something thousand, So we're only going to 300,000 on YouTube since 2017.
Yeah.
But I joined TikTok just now.
And
I don't strategize. I don't even put in any effort, and already you get the followers. So I think that you may get discouraged because you're used to posting a video and it gets 100,000 views. And it's not that easy with YouTube. But it is worth it on YouTube because YouTube pays you.
Yeah.
And like,
well, then it's not as badly censored.
It's not.
Yeah, because it's like, we're struggling.
What I also love with YouTube is that it's structured. It has got the greatest structures.
Yeah.
They will tell you these are our guidelines. If you go anything above this, we're gonna penalize you, and this is at the steps that everything is open there in open book.
Yeah.
So as long as you follow the rules, you really don't need to stress with anything.
Yeah.
Unlike these other platforms that you don't
no idea what the
rules
rules are.
I posted a video and I remember, I think it was on TikTok, I think it was maybe almost 3 days ago, and I was talking about something that it wasn't even anything. I was actually responding to a comment. I didn't swear, I didn't cuss, I didn't do anything. And then I just saw a message there saying it will not be recommended. And then I think it's a new thing.
Yeah,
that just came.
I have my videos.
And you can't appeal it, you can't do
nothing.
anything. I was like, what's wrong with this video?
Yeah.
I've done crazier videos. And
trust me.
So like, what's wrong with this? I just deleted it and I was like, you know what, this people don't
ridiculous.
think.
Yeah, well, it's fascinating you say that, because I posted a video the other day, got 1.2 million shares, and I am full on attacking the government. Like, I held nothing back. Totally fine, went viral. The next day I do a similar video, and now I'm not attacking anyone, I'm just bringing education. And now I got censored for political rhetoric. And I was like, no, that one was the 1.2 million.
So
it's very frustrating on TikTok.
Because I always say, like, put your eggs on YouTube. At least a platform that actually pays, because fame without money is bad. Now you're famous, you can't afford to go stay in a place that is secured. You see what the problem is now?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I want fame that comes with money, so that at least let me not be in public transport, let me stay in a place where you don't have easy
Secure,
access.
exactly.
You understand? Stuff like that.
100%.
So I think with TikTok you get the fame for free.
Yeah.
And it's a problem.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
And I would say the last one would probably be
So audio, authenticity.
Consistency, and don't be rigid.
Don't be rigid.
Yeah.
Yes, move
Don't.
with the tides. Exactly.
Move with the times.
Yeah.
Not that you have to follow everything, but don't allow yourself to just allow yourself to grow. You know, as much as I said the first thing should be audio, doesn't mean that now when you're making thousands on YouTube, you shouldn't buy a camera.
Yeah,
And like,
absolutely.
You know,
exactly.
so
Yeah.
progress is
Absolutely.
somebody that, you know, you also just invest in your own growth and everything. And I think even when you start, as I said, I started with makeup and I didn't know what I was doing. And then now I'm like the YouTube entertainment queen, you know,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
really never know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, and that's a good, this is one of the things we're going to be talking about, okay?
Yeah.
So, beyond good equipment, what is the most underrated elements of a successful podcast?
A strong heart.
That is true. You
Skin. I don't know if mine is because, you know, I'm melanin saturated. The skin is as thick as they get. But you gotta have a thick skin. Let me tell you something. Like, even till today, I do have some comments that get to me. But for me, I think it's also just because of I'm that type of a person that is like, listen, I will respond back to you. And if you come wrong that day, oh my darling,
Oh, I know.
on a wrong day, I will ruin your day just as much as you ruined mine.
Yeah, no, we were saying here, I'm the white version of you. Because
Thousands.
I will go after those people. I don't know if you saw the video where I called the guy's job. Don't test me. Just say.
Well, I've never gone that far.
No, that was a bad day.
Yeah,
I
but-
had someone spit in my burger and give it to me. So that was a bad day, so I went after the guy's job. So
Oh
screw.
no, 1,000%. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
for his life. What the heck?
Yeah, well, he didn't do it. But
Oh.
because someone else did it, and then
Oh.
I saw the comment about how I should die because I'm white or something,
What?
I was like, no.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it depends on the day. Like I'm normally go after people, but in a gentle way. But that
Yeah.
one deserved to lose his job. I don't know if he lost his job. That's my problem. I do what I need to do. I feel much better.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you balance creating content for your main channel and then obviously your podcast channel?
Whew. I will not even lie to you. It's very difficult.
I know.
It is very difficult. It's only this year that I'm telling myself that I'm actually going to do it, you know, and it's very difficult because what I would find would be when one channel is excelling, the other one is lacking.
Mm-hmm.
When the other is excelling, the other one is lacking.
Yeah.
You
So do you repurpose any of it? Like,
so yeah, on Facebook.
okay.
I do have a guy that is helping me, like, you know, just posting for me the stuff that I already have. Because I know a lot of people think we as content creators, like, you know, you don't do much. Guys, it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, you know. But I feel like my passion has always been entertainment. Like, ever since I started entertainment, like, I just literally walked into my element, right?
Yeah.
And then I started to hell and back.
Yeah.
And that took me by a storm. Like that, I never expected it. Now I'm sitting down, and to hell and back is quite thick. And I remember like there are people that are like, "How are you doing this?" I'm like, "Girl, I don't know," because I would have days where I just want like my room dark. I'm just in bed, like covering myself, and I just need to come back to myself.
Yeah.
Because of the horror stories that people are actually going through. And again, me being an empath, it does not really help much, you know.
Yeah.
So I also now have developed this passion of sitting and listening to people's stories, and I love and enjoy it. So when I have time for this, I don't have time for that.
So which one's your favorite right now?
Oh my God.
Still the
I
entertainment
don't
one?
think I can even choose, really.
Choose.
Oh.
Choose a baby.
Oh my God.
We all know you always like one child more. Come on.
Well, I think, okay, so this is the thing, like, I think both my jobs actually intertwined.
Yeah.
Tell you how I love school. I love gossiping. I
Okay.
love hearing
Oh, that's
people's
true.
stories.
That's true. Podcast.
You understand?
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting and I'm getting the juice out of you.
It's still entertaining.
You understand?
It's still rubbing
But
my
now
back.
it's like I'm hearing from the horse's mouth and I love it. So it's still entertainment. I mean, though it's not entertaining stories because some of them are horrible, but I think it's still people's news.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So you said you love gadgets. What is your top cannot live without no matter what?
Oh, is my phone included?
Yes. It's
Oh, my
whatever.
phone.
Okay, phone. Okay, that's it. That's true. Especially nowadays. I mean, phones are doing so much more than we. It's crazy. Okay, so cannot live without a phone. Invest in a phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously we're starting our little podcast journey.
Okay.
Tips.
Whew. Okay. When you're starting a podcast, be ready to get disappointed.
No, I never will not. Refuse.
No, like that's just for you to save yourself for the disappointment. Let me tell you why. A podcast is very different from like me sitting and just talking. I can do that on demand.
Yeah.
I've had instances where I'll get ready, do my makeup, drive to the studio, and my shoot is at 12. And the person who are calling doesn't pick up, but the appointment was set. And around 15:15, they're like, "Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you something came up. I can't make it."
You see, but I'm a real estate agent. I am so used to disappointment.
Is it?
I actually spent about 7 hours investigating the property for a buyer during the week. Got all of the stuff lined up, got him an appointment, and he did not rock up. So I'm used to disappointment. It's actually,
So you will take it with a grain of salt.
it would just make me more feisty. This is why I'm so feisty. I think I thrive on like people doing silly things. I'm like an Aaron
In the
Brockovich.
beginning, I was a rocket.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, they trained me to humbleness.
My mom always says that you're like a rough diamond that we just need to shape. I'm like, whatever. I
So
like
now I'm just at that point where I will do my best to make sure I don't just book one.
Yeah.
I book like 2 or 3. So that even if one disappoints, my makeup does not go to waste and stuff like that.
I literally just said that to my assistant this morning because we have so many guest lines up, and then the one part like I will start to cut off heads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have time limits. I have work to do. Like we can't be messing around here.
1,000%.
Yeah, absolutely. So
yeah, that's what I would advise to say. You know, just that's something I struggled with in the beginning. The other thing again is the pain of investing so much. I mean, you're investing your time,
yeah.
production, everything, and then you shoot a video and then it doesn't go viral. Now it's more than just not sitting in my room. If I sit in my room and that video gets 2,000 views, I'm like, anyway. But I spent
The ones that don't, I know I'm feeling that already right now. Like especially I've been working on videos that are taking me months to investigate. And then I get nothing, absolutely nothing. And
it is heartbreaking.
It is.
But the key is not to give up.
Yeah.
People will find you.
Yeah.
What is another thing? Differentiate haters from constructive criticism.
Yeah.
What I've realized is that not every comment is from a bad place, but there are those that they will try you. Okay, and I think you really need to just know what you want to do. So this is what will happen. Even under this video, chances are someone will be like, "You speak too much. Let Owamie talk."
Mm-hmm.
Or someone's like, "I feel like she didn't speak anything. Like it was just Owamie talking by herself." Then which one do you do next time?
So the number one I get. So help me. The number one I get is, "You're not South African. Where are you from?" Number one comment, on every single video, and no matter how many times I've shown my passport, my birth, no matter what I do, it's the number one comment I
Just
get.
tell them, "Oh, I'm not South African. I'm from Fourways," or "I'm not South African. I'm from Mpumalanga."
So I say now, you're right, I'm not South African, I'm South Afro-Canadian.
Okay.
Because I'm
Is it because of the accent?
It's the accent.
Okay.
It's the accent. For
Well,
sure.
I also get.
And let's be honest, it's the whiteness.
Is it?
I don't know what else to do about it. I mean, I was born white, so much more I can do. Even when I show my birth certificate, you're still not from Africa. I'm like, oh, okay.
Really?
I tried.
Well, the funny thing is that I thought you were Nigerian.
Oh.
They always think I'm either from Nigeria or Zim. I've gotten a few that say Congo, and I'm like, guys, I'm South African, I'm Venda,
Yeah.
but I'm African.
Yeah.
So if you think I'm from Nigeria, great. It means if I was to go there, I'm not black.
Yeah.
If you think I'm from Zim, they're my neighbors, right?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I try to be playful with it. Sometimes I just get angry with it. Sometimes it's like, it's just a comment that comes up. I even had someone comment the other day, you need to go back to school to get your South African accent back and we'll trust you more.
What?
Damn it.
I don't think it works like that.
It's okay. I need to run now. I give
How
up.
many years would it take you though to get the South African accent?
I would never get it back.
That's the thing.
You see, the thing is, okay, so what happened is when I left South Africa, when I went to Canada, I was in an all girls private school and they made fun of my accent every single day. So now I say water sometimes, but most of the time it's water. It was never a robot, it's a traffic light, it's a trunk, it's not a boot. Like, so, and even if I'm tired, I'll literally start, like I call it a gas station. That's what I've known for a very, very long time. So, and then now I'm getting teased. All of my staff is like, you're going to the gas station. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just never gonna get away from it. Like, you know, petrol, yes, you know. So it's I don't think it will ever go away. But remember, I mean, I was 15 when I left. My sister left at this when she was 15 as well. She's my eldest sister. But her South African accent is still very, very strong. But she went to a public school and she never got teased. So it's I got sent to the principal's office because they said can't, and they thought I was saying another word. And I knew they thought I was saying it, so I said can't, like on purpose, and then I got into trouble. So now I say can't, because it's it's just
now I feel like I won't pronounce can't easily.
Yeah.
I'll just think of that. I've never thought of that, and that's how we speak.
Yes, exactly. But I mean, again, like bathroom, washroom, napkin, serviette, like tomato sauce, ketchup. Like I swear, it depends on the day. My kid is gonna sound like a crazy person because he's gonna have this mix, like Canadian, South African. It's a good thing he doesn't talk much. It's fine. We'll deal with it. But yeah, no. So I've got my own fair share of haters. But I mean, honestly, it is what it is.
It might get more.
Bring it on.
That's the thing.
Fuel to the fire, right? That's what I always say.
And
if you're not doing something that people are talking about, then they always say publicity, good or bad, is publicity. So
so with podcasting as well, because it's long format content, people get to peek into your mind more than just the short videos that we have on TikTok. And
that's exactly why I'm excited to come to YouTube, because people think they know you from a 2-second video. I have so many people saying you look like you're gonna have a heart attack. I'm totally fine, people. I'm just passionate.
No, I think you're gonna enjoy it. I enjoy YouTube more just because the people that have been watching me for a long time, have you seen, like, maybe I'm on TikTok, right, and I do a small video, and I'm not trying to insult anybody, but if you only consume short format content, which is stupid a little bit, okay, they don't really think much. Like, there's a huge difference between people on TikTok and people on YouTube, and it makes sense. So it's nice to see someone maybe misunderstand me. And then somebody that is my follower comes and literally says what I would have said. I'm like, oh, you're my person, you know me. So I think you enjoy it like that. With YouTube, you get solid people. They don't just easily follow, but those that do, those are your people for life. And I really love that. So it's not only just the bad, majority really honestly is the good. I really, really love it. As much as, like, people say whatever, but it's not as bad as, like, other platforms, because again, people that ain't that smart, they don't like long form content. So you're not gonna really get ignorant comments, which is why, like, I take my YouTube comments serious. So I will be able to differentiate, is this you
constructive?
Because I know that, okay, you took your time to watch me, so what is going on? Haters will still do, but they're not that many. When it comes to YouTube, and if you do it right and things go well, enjoy this morning.
I'm excited. I mean, we'll see. If it fails, I'm gonna blame you. As my first guest, I'm just saying, with 450,000 subscribers.
Oh man, we want 1 million, guys. Go subscribe.
Exactly. You absolutely have to go watch your content. So, okay, let's talk about some family stuff, society, words of wisdom. Okay, so you come from a big family of 7. How does that give, how does that sense of community influence how you run your business and how you engage with your online family?
I come from a family of 10.
10.
7
You lied.
It's 7 kids, 2 wives and 1 dad.
Okay.
So we
okay.
grew up as a family of 10, but children 7.
Okay. 7 siblings.
7 siblings.
Okay.
Oh man. Why do you think I've got thick skin?
Are you top, middle, low?
I'm child number 3
Okay.
from my dad.
Okay.
I'm child number 1 from my mom.
Okay.
So
Oldest, yeah.
yeah.
On one side, okay.
Yeah, on the one side. So crazy. I grew up in a family where filtering stuff was just never a thing. You could wear something and you're walking around and like, yo, you look so ugly, and everyone just starts laughing. And it's just like, you're mean.
That's how I grew up.
Oh, we were never pampered or any of that. So it really just taught me not to take
Think seriously.
things seriously.
Yeah.
It's not a lot that you can say that would get to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and that's just because of that. And I think when you're in business, you need that.
You do. Yeah.
You do need
I
that.
always say don't take anything personal. Like
Yeah.
even the guy got his job. It's not personal, it's business.
Exactly, you know. So I feel like people that grew up a little bit pampered, they are quite
Babies.
more sensitive.
It's more like a generation these days now too. Unfortunately, everyone's so sensitive.
Yeah, you know, you have to like see how you package whatever it is that you want to say to someone. With me, just whatever you want, like
Yeah.
say it. I'm not really someone that gets easily offended.
Well, and I'd literally rather someone talk to my face than behind my back. You know, no matter what. And I've always been very forward. People know, all of my staff behind here know, I have no filter. But a lot of the time, they never know if it's directed at them, because if I go quiet, something's going on, you know, because I'm vocal. So, it's especially when you're CEO of a company, and I know you understand this, you have so many things going on, and then your children and your family and your money and your finances. So you have to eventually go in a little just to ground yourself, right?
1,000%. And I think also it's quite tough. You know, it's quite tough because number one, you also don't want to make the people you're working with feel like you're an abusive person, you know. And then on top of that, you also can't be weak. They're gonna walk all over you. So gotta get a little bit of a bash, you know. And it's quite tough.
I'm so bad at the
Especially being a
balancing.
woman.
I'm so bad at the balancing. Ask everyone, because like literally what happens is I'm like, I let go, and then it's like the bitch comes out. then there's no more tolerance, and then we're
So with me,
sit
it's
down.
quite different. I address whatever on the spot.
Yeah.
So you will randomly, you will barely find me having like a blowout. And that's like with everything in my life. And with me, what you see is what you get. Because if you do something I don't like, I'm not gonna like go and be like, oh my gosh, did you like that? No, I'm like, actually, I don't like that.
It's the Canadian side of me. They're very politically correct. And I got myself into so much trouble in Canada not being politically correct. So now I'm in South Africa and I know I don't have to be anymore, but there's still that like, was that nice? Was that kind? You know, there's a part of me that always has to watch out for that. And honestly, because I lived in Canada so long, I'm so not used to the poverty and the things that we see in this country. It's white noise to everybody else, but to me, it still devastates me. Part of me do I want to have like it no longer affect me, or do I want that never to happen? Do you know what I mean? Like there's a huge part of me that wonders if I just want to be like every other South African and be like, that's how we are, that's how we live. Or if I want to never be okay with it.
I think that's actually a very tough one. I've grown to learn that you cannot help everyone, you know?
Yeah.
And then if you're only one person, you can't help everyone. And I've also grown to learn that just because you feel for someone doesn't mean they feel for themselves.
I'm gonna need that one.
And just
Leave the
because
horse to water,
somebody
you can't make it drink.
is at a point where they're struggling doesn't even mean that they're gonna appreciate your help. Because when you're helping someone, it's not just about, oh, thank you, I appreciate so much. No, it's about what do you do with that help, you know?
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. I met this guy. This guy was not unemployed, you know. And I had a car that was sitting. And I'm like, listen, let's do both, you know. Registered the car, and I really trusted him because I'm like, you with the car, you're making money. Sure, I'm making my car because I got it. But you're making your money, this is your job, And I remember when we were talking in the beginning, he was complaining that his previous boss would be someone that randomly would just say, hey, I need you to do this, sending him still with the same car, but still expecting to collect. Or in the middle of the week, hi, can you please send me 200? You subtract it at the end of whatever, you understand? And so I was like, I'm never gonna do that. So I just told myself I have one car now. That other car is gone. It's gone. So we worked together, I think, almost 2 years, right? He would check in, fine. If there's a problem with the car, then I'll be like, okay, take from this week's, check in, do this, do that, everything's fine. Now, it got to a point where, like, this week he didn't check in because something had to be fixed. Okay, next week he didn't check in because the third week I'm like, let's talk, what's going on? And he basically just talks about, I'm not making money with this car. I'm like, oh, okay, it's been almost 2 years. And I'm like, I got trigger in that thing. I see the kilometers, they're very high. So if you ain't making money and the kilometers are high, where is this car going? He couldn't answer that, but I actually had to sit down and I'm like, you know what? I really don't have a choice. If he's unable to check in, then I gotta take my car, And so I did go. When I went to take my car, I am still fixing it to date.
It's so
I
frustrating.
had to get from tires, from battery. Actually, when I got in the car, I couldn't even start. And I think my heart was so painful, the fact that this vehicle could have helped you out of poverty. If you were somebody that actually also knew how to run yourself, because it's not everything that you need to be bossed around. And I think what broke my heart was what he was saying. I could see it. He didn't look well. He actually looked more tattered than how I met him. And I'm like, almost these 2 years, you couldn't. My heart broke. But I really did learn that lesson to say, you know what, number one, now I'm gonna be a boss. I'm fixing it, it's gonna go back on the road, but whoever is getting it every month,
it's gonna be contracts,
bring it in, it's gonna
absolutely.
be, even a deposit, I want a deposit from you because I'm at such a loss right now. But I think that's the part that I've seen, that just because you care for people, you think for them, doesn't mean they will think for themselves.
It's a huge thing, and I think as women who, as me and you both, very motivated, very entrepreneurship minded, I have to constantly, remind myself that not everyone has that mentality. Not everyone is a leader. Some people are a follower. I've had so many employees in South Africa already. I think I've had 27 employees on my other business, Alpha Pro Virtual Tours, and it's been a nightmare because not everyone wants to do well. They just want to survive. They just want to, they don't want to be business owners. They just want someone else to do it for them and getting paid a 9-to-5 job and go home and be done with it, right? So it's been super frustrating being back in South Africa because when I was in Canada, I always said South Africa are the hardest working people. They really are. And I got back here and I was like, oh, no.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not giving a chance.
Exactly. But it was always what I thought. And then being back in South Africa, I'm like, maybe it was my childhood memory that was
I live in South Africa,
goodness.
and let me tell you something. I was shocked. 2023, I opened a salon. I was in North Riding, invested so much money. I literally took all my savings and even added my credit card. Opened this business. I'm like, this is gonna be a huge business opportunity. My salon was huge, 8 chairs. Right? I had to close. You know why I closed? I had too many clients, no workers. I had one lady that was from Zim, and when she saw that I was struggling to get people to work, she started just making demands. She would call me and say, I don't have money to go to work, and she knows that if she's not at work,
you have,
the salon is closed, yet I've paid you. So now I have to take from her, because okay, yes man, go to work, because I'm trying to, until it was December, and she's like, I have to go home, I'm like, how are you leaving December? This is our peak, And I just remember one night, I was going to bed and I was even sick because I was so stressed because I invested so much,
Exactly.
And I was like, Mom, do you value your life or money? I was like, my life. I told her, you know what? And she was very shocked because I think she just wanted extra money from me. I was like, well, leave, go to Zim. I went to my salon. I sold everything at a loss, and I had to rebuild literally, and I've spoken about this before to say that it's not a lot of people that want jobs. At one point, I was even told that no, it's because you want to employ people. People in the salon space, they want to rent a chair from you and work for themselves. I literally gave that option. With all the followers that I do, in all my platforms, I advertised so much, I did not get people.
Yeah.
My salon had to still close.
Okay, so as you know, I moved back to South Africa. Now, give me some advice. I'm struggling here.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I'm struggling here. I have had so much money stolen.
Oh girl, trust nobody.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. What is the one piece of advice to survive South Africa?
Trust nobody.
Nobody.
Not a single soul. The moment your son landed here, don't trust that little guy.
I'm kidding. You know, he's actually that's the most accurate thing you've said. He's the most abusive out of everyone. I went to Fourways yesterday and he was like, I want a car. And I'm like, Mommy's gotten you way. I swear, we own all of the toy cars in South Africa right now. They're all in my house. And I said, I'm not doing it. He starts beating me. I'm like, okay, fine, take car.
No, honestly,
nobody.
it's not a safe country
Yeah.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure that anytime you enter your car, make sure that any safety precaution that
I don't feel unsafe. It's the fraud. It's the no contract means anything. It's like you're right. You can't trust anybody. And like you think that they're not just friends in business, but they're it's been awful.
I saw someone say that, guys, just from time to time, you gotta show people that you can't be crazy. Like, go a little bit crazy just once in a while. You shouldn't make it your personality. But show people that you can actually go.
Okay, so beat someone up, post it, just so they see the crazy. Is that what we're saying? Not that far. Okay.
You don't have to go that far. You can go by the corner. I have the paras. They should do the beating for you. You can't go.
Okay, and stand and watch and film myself.
After the paras are done with the job, you just say, paras beat, ne? Paras. They will know exactly. Oh, it was you.
Okay. So show the feisty.
A little, but honestly, you can't trust, especially not with your bank account, and not with your money. It is true. Contracts here don't mean as much as maybe they would in Canada.
You would get justice there. You would be able. I have a court case against a guy for 2 years now. He still hasn't been arrested. He still owes me the money, and he has a case against me that doesn't even make sense. It's
the
just
problem also
exhausting.
is the corruption in the country. Yeah. But other than that, even if let's say you were to go through the right channels, this person let's say stole 50,000 rands from me. He stays in a shack. Even if you were to go to court and they say, yeah, you've won, he has to pay you 50K back, he doesn't have it.
I'm going through that right now.
Do you understand? And if they were to say, oh, he's gonna get arrested, killers in South Africa are getting less than 5 years. How much do you think someone that stole 50,000 rand from you is going to get arrested? He will get arrested today, day after tomorrow you see him walking in the street. And that's why they're so bold to do exactly what they do. So that's why they know they can get away with it.
Yeah.
So you just have to make sure that you do your best to protect yourself.
But this is exactly why we invented ZapHub, is I want to do everything in my power to stop people from having to sue people after. I had an electrician that wasn't an electrician, and I hired him from Google, 82,000 rand for him. Then I had to hire a new electrician to do the job that he was supposed to do, and I thought, oh my goodness, how do we prevent this from happening?
Never pay in advance in South Africa.
No, I paid him after I thought he finished the job, but then I wanted a COC to confirm the compliance of it, and he said, I can't do that. I'm like, what do you mean? No, I'm not an electrician. I'm like, what the hell?
But you still paid him?
Well, he finished the work.
But you're too nice. 82,000? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, don't even get me started on the shit I have been through in this country. And I don't want to become a murderous rampage. I don't want to become a psychopath, but I definitely feel myself getting to that level where I'm like, who's coming at me today?
You get to our level, who've been highly trained.
I know, I see some of my comments, everyone's like, we don't allow this in South Africa, we take care of them, Soweto style. I'm like, what does that mean?
Para style. That's what they mean.
So ZapHub has been a challenge, and most people would give up, especially looking at your life. What's the most important piece of advice that you would give the younger generation in South Africa who want to be empowered, create their own opportunities? What would that piece of advice look like?
Oh, like one. I mean, I would say one better for yourself, but I feel like that's just like a redundant thing because everyone
But
will
it's
say,
so true.
I
though.
want better for myself, but your actions don't match your words. You can't say you want better for yourself, but you don't want to work, you know, on yourself.
Yeah.
You know, take every opportunity and take it serious.
Yeah.
Whether it's a job, whether it's anything, you know, because honestly, with this life, you never know.
Yeah.
You really truly never know. Sometimes you can be working as colleagues with someone and you are very hardworking, they see you, this and that and that. And it does happen that maybe your colleague does get to a point where they open their own company. Let's say you're somebody that is just employment, you prefer to be employed.
Yeah.
Because not everyone's gonna be an
Yeah.
entrepreneur. And the person you're working with, maybe you know they go out there business and they make it. And when they think of hiring, who do you think they're gonna think of?
Yeah.
They're gonna think of, oh, that person that I used to work next to. Oh, one who works very hard. Hey, Owamie, can you come here? They know how much they pay there.
Yeah.
They will up you. They will give you better. You understand? So stuff like that. I feel like take every opportunity and take it serious. The only thing that really truly helped me was the fact that when I came across YouTube, I went with it.
Yeah.
I went with it. I worked so hard, I became part of the Black Voices Fund. And mind you, I was class 1, right? The first class, the originals, we call ourselves. And in the whole of Africa, and this program ran for 3 years, they have never had another entertainment blogger there. It was only me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I was the first that they ever picked. The others had to apply in, and still there was no entertainment blogger that was chosen because, you know, with entertainment blogging, you looked at as like, these people are just gossipers and whatnot. But when you see the structures, when you see the way that I do my entertainment, when you see the way I take myself serious, my equipment, my quality, and how I do my research, I've been blogging for almost 9 years now, and I've never had a single lawsuit because I'm not here to tarnish your reputation. I'm not here to lie on you. I will give you my opinion, whether you like it or not. I mean, that's between you and Jesus, but
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So take yourself serious, and I think that's the thing that I feel like a lot of people actually quite don't do, especially our younger generation.
Well, you know, hilariously, half my staff is either from TikTok or I've stolen. Stolen. I took puppuccinos. I'm sorry, I wanted. So because you know, you come across, and for me, when I see potential in someone and they're not living to their full potential, you know, for instance, my nanny, when I met her, she took her job so seriously with us just playing in puppuccinos.
Wow.
And she was so good at it. And every time we went there, she was so attentive, she was so sweet. And I remember I said, okay, I want her. Like, I could hire someone who's professional, and but she has a child with special needs as well. So I remember I went to the management there and I said, I'm taking her.
Wow.
They were very happy for her because obviously she's progressing in her life, right?
Yeah.
So, and I've done this a number of times when I see someone truly commit, even if it's the last thing they want to do, even if it's not paying well. She was working 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week, making like low money. I'm not gonna put that one out there, but making not at all okay with me, you know. And now we've tripled her salary, like she's doing really well, and it just. So I think my advice to the youth is, no matter what position you're in, take it seriously because you never know who's looking. You never know what the next opportunity is, you know. So even if you're working at KFC, it might be the worst job in the world. But you know, if I ever go eat out and I see my food just looking crap, you know, there might be a chef that sees how it integrates and how much. You just never know. Like it just.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like opportunities, it's same with you. Opportunities have come from the craziest places.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
They do. Honestly, they do.
Yeah, so just take it seriously. So I do have one more question. If you could sit down with the South African government, what would one piece of advice be? Or many, 10, 20, 30.
Only one. How long do we have?
Yeah, as long as you want.
So much.
Yeah.
Oh, so much. Like so much. You know, I don't do politics, and the reason for that is because I feel like if I did, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I'm good at my job,
Yeah.
you know. But I think that I saw a video of someone that said, guys, you know, if you look at the ANC, after they took over, everything collapsed, right? Like almost everything has collapsed. And you guys keep on saying, oh, the ANC is not doing what they're supposed to do, they're not this and this. The only thing is they're doing everything they're supposed to do. It's just that you guys didn't get the right scope. They're supposed to tank this country, and this is exactly what they're doing. Yeah. And I'm like, actually it makes sense, you know. Our government is so bad.
So, I mean, when I first moved here and I sold the voting card, it was like, what, 50, 60 people to vote for. I'm like, what the? So I'm used to, Canada, we have like 4 parties, but technically 2. It's very much like America. You have Republic, Democrat. There are other parties there, but there's 2, So when I sold the South African voting card, I thought, oh my goodness, this reminds me of apartheid, pre-apartheid, when no one could come together. So the vote was always so split. So we're running into the same issue of constantly having one with majority and very few people vote in this country. I looked at the statistics. Oh my God, how are we ever gonna do anything if people aren't taking it seriously? So, I mean, when you sit down, it's, I don't know. You're right. There's so much to talk about. It almost feels impossible.
Yeah, I think it gives you a sense of hopelessness. Yeah. I wish the country could be run by younger people. If you look at people in parliament, again, I don't watch those stuff because they piss me off. They're sleeping in parliament.
I saw that. I was like,
in parliament, you're sleeping.
What on earth?
What on earth? And I think
I want to go blow more than them.
Our leadership is so bad to a point where I lost my equipment last year. Like all my equipment got stolen, like bags from my car, like everything. Over 140,000 rands worth of stuff lost. And I had not insured them. That's the craziest thing. I didn't go to the police and open a case. That's how I don't even have faith in them. I'm like, there are places where they had CCTV footage, they could have gone. Even if they see the guy, this is the guy, what are they going to do?
Yep.
Do you understand? Like, that's how bad our country is right now. We're in a country where if you dare come out and speak, you are killed. We don't have real journalism anymore. Why? Because they are killing our journalists that are good. The moment you're a good journalist, you have to go. So we're all people went to varsity to get degrees and honors and masters in journalism to come gossip about celebrities with Boldy Owamie that have got nothing when it comes to education-wise. So they're not even using what they went to school for because they fear for their life, and I understand it. Because why would you even want to go and start investigating a story? Meanwhile, you know that this can actually get me killed. You can also go open a blog, make money that way, and just talk about celebrities and then keep it moving. Our government is so bad. The corruption in this country, they're no longer even hiding it.
Yeah, I think that would be the most shocking thing being back in South Africa. So corruption in Canada is very sneaky. Like, you have no idea it's happening, and like 10 years later they'll be like, oh, billions was lost. And I was like, oh, really? I'm not that. And in South Africa, it's literally in your face.
Yeah.
I could, this is mine now, and you'll be like, no, but that's mine. No, it's mine.
It's mine.
And nobody, it floors me. Obviously we've been talking about PPRA and all the things that are happening in the real estate industry, and it is so blatantly in your face. And my favorite is, if it's not corruption, then we just don't have time. Then it's just pure incompetence, but we're still getting paychecks, we're still making a lot of money, and us as a society, we still have to pay our taxes, we still have to pay for our licenses. So if we don't do what we're legally required, there's a problem. But if they don't do what they're legally required, there's no accountability whatsoever.
I remember the other day I was driving. I went on the barrier line and there were cops there, right? They stopped me, Of course they want what? And then they would be saying, did you see? You went past the barrier line there. What? I was like, do you want to go back and see the pothole that I was actually running away from?
Yeah.
Because you expect my car to be in good condition. It should follow the regulations of the road, yet the road itself doesn't follow its regulations. Do you expect me to really put my tire in there? I told him we can go back, and I was so pissed. And I remember this guy is like, "Oh, Mama, why are you so angry?" I'm like, it pisses me off. It really pisses me off because you guys, like, they do the most useless things at times, and I don't even want to talk about it.
So nothing to say to them. Just be better.
Not even better, just change everything. Everybody must go. Like, they should just, you see,
But that's my question. If we get rid of the ones in charge now, they all suck.
That is the worst thing about. That's also what I wanted to say.
Where do we go?
Even if you don't vote for the ANC, where do you go? And I think that's why many people don't even vote.
I know.
Because they just feel hopeless. Because who can you really say, I'm gonna trust?
I know. And this is exactly why we're trying to build this platform, is because I feel like trust in this country is so low. Is it even fixable? I mean, the thing is, when we started Zap Hub and this property platform, it is so easy to fix what's happening, but we can't because of the government organization. It infuriates me. That's why a lot of my followers will be like, don't have a heart attack. And I'm like, but it's so simple. It's literally, it's like, okay, you saw me steal this. All we have to do is give it back. But no one's asking me to give it back to you. Like, it's right here. You can see it. I've got it. But it's like, no, can't have it. It's exhausting. It's so infuriating. Anyway,
it's just really getting worse, And I also want to just talk about the poverty rate in this country. It really pisses me off with the fact that I think, as I said, I'm not into politics, but I saw that it's like there were some is it celebration or rallies with the ANC?
The what, sorry?
Is it the celebration or is it rallies with the ANC now? They're going to the stadiums and they're celebrating. I don't know. I think it's celebration, right now.
Yeah.
And I'm asking myself, what are you celebrating? Like, I really am trying
They're celebrating how rich they are.
For sure, but they get to now invite the people that live in impoverished conditions to come and eat a meal, and then you will hear, actually that whole event that was hosted was 75 million rands. That money could literally change that whole entire community of people that you called in to say they should come and have a meal. Like, you could do something that would actually help those communities. If you go to certain communities, I don't want to call out because I don't want people to say, oh, you are being this and that, but they do not have roads. I remember one point I went to this other place. The moment I got there, my checker was like, "Hi, ma'am, you're in a danger zone. You must
My Canadian phone says that all the time."
And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I have to leave. Even they know. Like, with your checkers, it means it alerts them that you're now. Are you okay? And they even had to ask me the security question. What was name?
Yeah.
And then I have to say this, and they're like, "Oh, okay, then that is fine." And they told me, "We would advise for you to not stay there too long." You need to leave. That's how bad it is.
But you gotta wonder, is there any part of them that feels guilt? At all?
I don't think so. I think these are people that are emotionally dead. They do not feel for the people because they don't even see the people.
But
they don't live. They don't live
do,
in South Africa.
They do see it.
They physically are in South Africa. They are not here. Because you know why? They don't have to deal with the theft. They walk around with 16 guards.
Yeah.
They don't have to deal with that. They don't have to stress about their safety, and they don't have to. When they are sick, they don't even use hospitals in the country. A lot of them, if they're really sick, they're flown out of the country. I'm like, their kids don't even go to the schools here. They are studying abroad. I wish there was a rule that says if you're in parliament, none of your children, none of your family members, not even you, can get help out of this country. You're not allowed. It's forbidden. If you're sick, go to a South African government hospital. You're not even supposed to go to a private. You understand? If you are this, because you're supposed to be a servant. So even if you are here and you go to a private, you don't know what people are experiencing in a public hospital. You can get in a public hospital at 9 o'clock in the morning and you can leave 11 o'clock at night with Panado.
Still sadly better than Canada.
It's it's just, our government.
No, I know. Trust me. I mean, I obviously do a lot of political things, and there's days where we have to ask ourselves: is it better to just not be the good guy? Like at this point, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
So we kind of tackled that. Got on a rant, both of us. Yeah. We both know how we feel about it. So this brings to the question where I said, obviously, trust is an all-time low in South Africa. Your main YouTube channel thrives on entertainment news. In a space often filled with rumors, how do you build, maintain, and trust with your audience?
Number one, they know that I will never lie. Many times I've heard people say, we've seen other bloggers say, but I will not believe it until Owamie says it. I've built that reputation, of I'm not gonna lie on people. So they know that they can trust what I'm saying because I'm really not chasing views. I'm interested in giving you a story. And the other thing again is that I'm quite funny, They like it.
You're pretty funny. I will 100% give you that.
Yeah. And also I think that people will get used to your this word just left.
Style.
Yeah, style and just who you are because
Yeah.
you're authentic. I'm not faking it, I'm who I am. So I'm consistent in that because I don't have to be changing here and there. And let me tell you something, sometimes my followers will be so pissed at me. I'm like, guys, yesterday I saw you were pissed, I said what I said.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, do you understand?
Yeah.
And I think I love my followers so much because I have such matured followers in terms of they understand that we can disagree on this topic.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we disagree.
Absolutely.
We are only disagreeing on this topic.
Yeah.
People often make this mistake of if you associate with someone, it means you agree with all their. No. I can agree with you when it comes to this particular thing and not agree with you when it comes to other stuff.
Yeah.
And that is okay.
Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, a lot of people disagree with some of the stuff I say, and I'm like, we can agree to disagree. That's totally fine. And I also, South Africans also tend to forget that, I say this about Americans, but they tend to forget that, there are many other countries in the world, and crappy things aren't just happening to South Africa. And I always have to, and I remember I met this person, I literally have never met someone that hated this country so much in my life. And I remember saying, but then why, number one, why are you here? Number two, instead of being part of the depression, part of the hate, be some of the good, be some of the positive, okay? So if we're gonna keep focusing on all the negative 24/7, it's actually gonna hurt our country more. Do you know what I mean? So this gentleman, and again, we can agree to disagree. It's about building trust. So when I put out stuff, it's because I'm coming from a different concept, a different country where it's the safest in the world. It's the policies, it's so well regulated. Like I said, the corruption you'll never know is happening because it's so good, And we talked about how Canadians, you guys are like a little too nice, like follow me around and try to show me where the bathroom is nice. It actually freaks you out. Seriously, I remember once I got lost trying to find a place, and I had to, back in the day, I'm gonna age myself, 20 years ago. It was the map. We used to have the maps, not the phones, and I'm literally staring at this thing, and I'm getting so lost. All of a sudden I look up and there's this really lumberjacky looking creepy man just staring at me. I'm like, what? He goes, you look lost, can I help you? I was like, I'm fine. No, let me help you. And he literally wouldn't leave me because he was worried about my safety. I'm worried about my safety for him. So the first 2 years in Canada, I was a VITCH because people were so friendly. And like I said, they constantly need to look in your eyes. I just want to look away from it. Stop following me. So it's and you come to South Africa, and I mean, every single roadblock gets me every single time. Literally, my staff have limited me from having money on me ever, because if I don't have a coin on me and I only have $100 note, it's going out the window. And so they're sitting in the car, ignoring the South African way, hi, acknowledge, and then keep ignoring. I'm like, hi, how are you? Can I help you?
Oh, man.
So yeah, no, definitely. Sorry, I went off on a little tangent there. So I wanted to talk about Dropout and what your thoughts are. So obviously Dropout is built on a radical transparency and verification, vetting every single service provider from A to Z, from electricians to estate agents. As a content creator, you've had to verify information before you're publishing it. Why is it so critical to verify who you're using, what your information is, and education? Why is that so critical?
As a blogger, you do have the power to influence people to look at someone a certain way. So, when they say with great power comes great responsibility, you do have to be responsible with your platform.
Yeah.
I mean, I have almost 300,000 subscribers, almost 100 million views on one channel alone. So, I have more people watching me than people that are even subscribed. You understand? So, imagine me coming out here and I just heard that, you do something, and I come out and I say, you do something that ruins your business, that affects your livelihood and everything. I just don't want to be part of that.
Yeah.
I really don't. So I used to do exclusives a long time ago, and I think the more and more I got to just grow as a blogger, I kind of started to shy away from those.
Yeah.
And I usually talk about things that are already in the public platform. So most of my followers, they come from my thoughts.
Yeah.
What do I think of the situation that is being alleged? And use your allegedly well. Before they sue you. So it really honestly is something that is good. If we were to get a platform that actually verifies information, maybe there's some people that calls the celebrities and say, hey, we are hearing this, is this true or not? And they only bring out facts of whatever is trading at that time. That would be great. Then at least even when we are putting the story out, the people who are putting out the story of whatever the celebrity said, but the problem is that celebrities also lie.
Yeah, exactly. To get publicity.
Somebody's gonna be like, I was there and I was doing this. So it's just those.
So it's so funny because the reason why I started doing this verification progress is because obviously the electrician that I hired was from Google. So when you look at the Google reviews, and I honestly think that Google reviews are a terrible thing for a business.
Can't they be bought?
Well, first of all, you can buy them. Second of all, your competitors can review you. And it's open to the public platform, right? So, and lately Google Reviews has been pushing people doing Google Reviews. I don't know if you got into business lately and it has a little sign that says Google Review Me. So Google Reviews are pushing for these things now. But the sad thing is once a review's out there, it's never gone. And we've seen obviously on social media, that gentleman that cheated on his wife, that CEO that cheated on his wife, and they destroyed the business with Google Reviews. So for me, it just goes to show the vetting process. Again, no one's really going to Google to say you're okay.
Yeah.
They're going there to say you're amazing or you suck and I want to ruin your job, So with Zappa, we decided to make reviews of businesses only public to the actual customers. So if you have a customer that comes in your store and they want to give you a review, then it gets our platform sends it to them. They give the review to the business and the business can publish it if they want. Now let's say they do get a bad review. That business now has the opportunity to actually fix it. Again, the one thing I hate about Google reviews, I was working with a business and their Google reviews are terrible, but they just bought the business from someone else. And I said, well, why don't you change the name of the business? Because you're never going to be able to get away from these reviews. And they're like, no, it's new management now. And he says, it doesn't matter, you have 3,000 Google reviews.
Negative sound.
At 3.2 stars. Do you know how many reviews you have to get in order to get that back up to 5 stars, right? So, I also feel like Google reviews is another form of bad publicity. And here businesses are effectively using it to try and get really good reviews. But all you need is a competitor to say you suck. I saw a review the other day, literally said nothing, just 1 star. That's a review. That's a competitor. That's a competitor. Gotta bring that rating down.
That way.
Yeah.
And I think it's also that thing of sometimes you forget that people don't think like you.
Yeah.
I'm always game for healthy competition. I'm always game.
Absolutely.
I always laugh with my mentor Brando sitting there, and he would go by he was showing me his gimbal that is for the camera, and I bought mine for the phone. So I'm showing him, and he came to my house and he got a diary that is personalized in Panty Studios.
Yeah.
He's like, this is nice. I'm like, yeah, your studio doesn't have that. I love just knowing that I love fairness.
Exactly.
I love fairness, if If you're gonna do better than me on merit, oh great, I will even learn from you. I will never make you an enemy of mine because I know that I can actually learn from you, you know. But it's so unfortunate that when it comes to businesses, a lot of people feel like, you know, it should be me and only me, and I should stamp on other people. And if you're somebody that is actually fair, you are already at a disadvantaged game. Because if they came to give you 1 star and they're reviewing 5 times, you better go and review 10. Like,
well, I mean, and this is exactly what we've reached with ZapHub. Is our biggest problem now is our main competitors are unlicensed. So we're trying to operate in a fair environment with an unfair practice. So and everyone says you're trying to squash the competition. I couldn't care less. First of all, I'm Erin Brockovich, which means that my competition being 74%, I'm going down to 75. You know what I mean? Like, bring on the competition. I love what they're doing, but things can always be done better. But what always aggravates me is when things are done unfair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then when you can't hold anyone accountable to it, it's so infuriating. So I have to have my license and operate a certain way, but you don't have to have your license and operate the same way. That makes it, how is that competition? You know, so everyone says you're trying to squash, I don't have competition. None of my competitors, none of them have a license, so I have no competition right now. So the last thing, we've decided that on our podcast, we're going to play games.
Okay.
Because we have to have some fun.
Okay.
So this game is called Zap It Out. Okay. So you have, so what our guests have to do is you would get 60 seconds to go through these 10 topics. You can either say a word or you can say, but you have 60 seconds. So I'm gonna give my team, someone do a timer.
Okay.
This is
quick.
Okay, so you can either do one word, phrase, whatever it is, but this is what's gonna be. Yeah, don't mess up. We're not editing. We're not editing. Okay, good. All right, Sean, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Good? Okay.
Good.
Coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee.
Okay. Who is Owamie?
Who is Owamie? Queen of entertainment blogging.
Good? Okay. What is your advice for YouTube?
For YouTube? For anyone?
Anyone?
Start.
Love it. Plans for the next 365 days?
Not go through what I went through 2025.
Okay.
Anything 2025, majority. No, just the opposite.
Your best gadget?
Oh, that's difficult. Best? Oh, I'm mirrorless cameras.
Okay. Social media?
Best YouTube.
Okay. Tips for any South African right now?
Trust nobody.
Trust nobody. Okay.
Oh, trust no one.
Dating life?
It's not easy.
Okay. My favorite. I was leaving this one to the end. Thoughts of men?
Done.
I
So thank you so much. I've had an absolute amazing time with you. Thank you for sharing your story and your journey. And of course, for being our very first guest. I mean, I wouldn't have had anyone else. When I contacted you and I'm like, she has to be the first. And she says, no, I'm going to be disappointed. So thank you not for disappointing me. So to all our listeners out there, if you're inspired by her story, we encourage you to go to subscribe to her channels. We're going to drop it in the comments. Whether you're looking for a dream home, a trusted electrician, a local event, or you just want to grow your business, please check out ZapHub. It's a verified community ecosystem. And of course, if you're a service provider, then you need to check out ZapHub today. The cheapest and best way to advertise in South Africa right now and the most trusted platform in South Africa. To subscribe to Zap Talks, you just need to hit the subscribe button and we'll keep you updated on all future events. We have so many amazing guests coming on. Nowhere near to her caliber. It's lots more coming. So once again, thank you so much for your time. It's been incredible. I wish we had like another, you said 4 hours was your longest.
Yeah.
We'll have to set that record for sure.
We'll have to do like our own, should be 6 hours.
Yes, and I need to get my voice like stronger. Lozenges or something. You're gonna have to get me
We'll get
to.
you more water.
Thank you so much, guys. It was an absolute pleasure, and we'll look forward to you on the next episode. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, yeah, out, out. Tap up, yeah, boy, let's go. One up, one place, now your business grow.